The celebration continues. Are you guys ready for another Percy pack? I'm ready. Oh, I am so ready. I'm getting strong vibes that you are also ready. Maybe you're late to the party. That's okay. I'm late to every party. Show up at the inn, grab all the extra food, take off before anyone can say, who was she? Was she really invited? It's okay. We have these things in common. I am celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, and we have just been having a massive several month long party hosted by Disney Hyperion. Thanks, Disney Hyperion. Mwah. So we've been talking about Percy Jackson, Rick Riordan, all things demigod, all things Greek, Roman, now Norse, because we've got some crazy stuff happening. We've got Magnus Chase, which came out October 6th. And I want to buy it really badly. I'm saving money for all the books that have come out the past couple of months. You know, there have been several. Alas, I am broke, but it's okay. It's alright. You know what? This isn't a time for sadness, alright? So, Disney Hyperion sent me another Percy pack that I will open for the first time in front of you. And just like any fun party, this one starts with a sharp object and a victim. Promise I'm not an actual psycho murderer. Just a psycho. Let's see what we got. Woo. Orange paper. Just in time for Halloween. Oh my gosh! This startled me. This startled me quite a bit. So, first and foremost, we've got some Magnus Chase stickers. If they're not stickers, they're tattoos. And if they're tattoos, they're going on my face right now. Bad news, everyone. They're stickers. Oh, for heaven's sake. They're actually tattoos. I was kidding about the face thing. These are not going on my face. But still, pretty cool. I love Disney Hyperion. So get this. They sent me a stencil for a jack-o'-lantern. Which is great, because I actually haven't carved a jack-o'-lantern yet. As well as the goods. Really, all you need this holiday season. And if you're the kind of person who doesn't like candy corn or candy pumpkins, which are my favorite, you can just get out my face. See, everyone's all about the pumpkin spice, and I think pumpkin spice is aight sometimes. This is the real winner of the holiday season. Candy corn for all. Ooh! More candy corn! And more candy corn! Sweet cup and cakes. This box I do like. Looks like we've also got Magnus Chase pens? Oh, I think it's like chalk for the, for the pumpkins. Actually, wait, no. You know what? I'm not really sure. There's some kind of writing utensil. I'm pretty sure for that's for the pumpkin. Oh, look! We're gonna have to get the knife back out again, huh? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I open this book? Oh my gosh. Really? Gosh dang it. I have been so sad that I haven't been able to afford Magnus Chase. And all along, I had an advanced copy in a box on my shelf. I am the dumbest dummy in all of Dumbland. But look. Oh, what's inside? It's a book. Cover not final. That's okay. Smell that sweet Norse mythology. Smells like hairy people and mutton. That's such a pretty little case, too. How convenient. Check that out. That is so nice. So, I think my one issue with the cover art, and it's really good, like, in terms of, like, art. I'm talking more like how we've imagined Magnus. Magnus looks like... Saying a homeless person is apt, because he's homeless in the beginning, right? But a homeless surfer who secretly has a lot of money but wants to be a bohemian hipster. Is that fair? There's a couple things I wanted to talk about because I am so excited and so incredibly grateful that I get to have this and candy corn. Best Halloween ever. Mostly though, I got asked a question on my Tumblr, and I'll post a link to my Tumblr below. Asking me what my initial thoughts were about this series, having not, like, read it. Because I mentioned to somebody I haven't read it yet. Now I get to. Mostly, people have been asking me a lot of questions about just, like, how I feel about Rick Riordan's continuation of the whole demigod and gods thing in the form of multiple series. We now know that the Trials of Apollo is going to be coming out, and I'm pretty sure that's set in the same world as Camp Half-Blood, plus the Romans, the Egyptians, and now we have the Norse gods. And, you know, some people are kind of jaded. It's like, oh, this is a one-trick pony type of deal. And, you know, I feel like I should maybe regard how I feel about this. What I basically said when I answered somebody who asked me something similar was, if you started reading Percy Jackson when it came out, it's very possible that you were just a kid. It's possible that you were Percy's age and that you grew up with Percy. I was, I think, a senior or a junior in high school. I don't remember. And then so I got to kind of read them all at once. I think the one I had to wait for was The Last Olympian. But the point is, you know, this is a really cool dynamic that Rick Riordan has come up with. And with the exception of, in my opinion, just one book, he has done a bang-up job. Not a single one of these books is bad. I mean, there's ones I dislike more than others, but certainly there's only one of them that I would be like, yeah, this isn't your best work. So, as long as Rick Riordan knows what he's doing and is able to manage his priorities and continues to put forth valuable creative content, I don't really see what the problem is. Like, it's possible that you're just done growing up with Rick Riordan. Like, a lot of you seem seriously almost offended that he is continuing to do the whole demigod god thing, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, maybe it seems old to you. Maybe you're finished growing up with Rick Riordan. Maybe you are wanting to move on to different things. To some kids who did not read Percy Jackson, who are just now turning 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, this will be the first Rick Riordan series they ever read. Maybe. This is the important thing to remember. You don't know who is picking these up for the first time. You don't know. You don't. And you can't exactly expect these young kids, who, by the way, are Rick Riordan's priority target audience, to go back and look for a book that was published in, wow, what was it, 2005? You know what I mean? Now, I don't see why it's necessary to punish new readers by withholding them from this really awesome experience. And so if you're done, you're done. That's okay. It's no big deal. But especially if you're older, you need to realize this just might not be for you anymore. You might not be his audience anymore. Like, certainly he isn't targeting me, a 23-year-old, but I still love what he writes. I get a kick out of them. I thoroughly enjoy them. I don't know, I guess there just doesn't seem to be any balance. Like, you can just be done with something and be like, you know what? That was a really great series, and Rick Riordan's a really great writer, but for, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna distance myself from that. It doesn't make his writing bad. I feel like a lot of you think that in order to disconnect from a series or an author, you have to then hate the series or the author, or nitpick, or find something horribly wrong with it, or pretend to find something horribly wrong with it. I don't know. You don't need to do that. Like, it's okay. Thank you for coming to the Rick Riordan party. You are welcome to leave at any time. All I'm saying is don't be jaded. There are young readers out there who are going to be experiencing this kind of dynamic between demigod and god and people, and just the vastness of gods and their affairs, and the, you know, in comparison, diminutive action of humankind. Like, that's a really cool dynamic, especially for a young kid to be discovering for the first time. So don't forget, you were young once. And if you're still with us, cool, let's party some more. If not, it's fine. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for bringing the cookie platter and all those delicious vegetables with dipping ranch. Mostly, I think the experience itself is really cool, which is another thing I want to talk about. It was something I thought about in the last video, but I didn't have time to talk about it. Just this really awesome dynamic and how much I actually ended up learning from it. I know it sounds crazy, but even today in a lot of my classes, I pull Percy Jackson references out of my head and I apply them to the lessons I'm learning. I remember the names of gods and goddesses and Greek words and circumstances. You would be so surprised how much Latin and Greek in the culture thereof there is in pretty much every aspect of literature, modern or otherwise. It's everywhere. So, yeah. Don't deprive people from that. Don't be a jerk about it. basically. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm really excited to read this. I have been reading books nonstop for classes, and so I haven't really had time to sit. I'm reading all kinds of stuff right now. Oh my gosh, like, for fun. Books for fun. I'm reading like 3 different books at the same time. Plus, books for class. Plus, writing essays. Plus, writing essay proposals. My life is really, really messy. But I am so excited. So I know nothing about this. I've stayed completely out of the spoiler game. I've been so careful. I have heard nothing but just very excited reviews. Although I haven't really talked to that many people about it because I've been wanting to, you know, kind of, I really want to be surprised, guys, because I'm just so excited. This is completely new territory for me. Not necessarily Rick Riordan or his, you know, signature dynamic of people and gods, but Norse mythology and these characters. This is all completely new for me, so very excited. I know that Annabeth is involved to an extent. I don't really know how. I think she's his cousin. I have no idea what the plot is, so I want to speculate to you. I wish I could make a video about that, but I have been so completely distanced from this, I actually have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Happy Halloween to me. I'm scared already. You know, scared in that Rick Riordan may just pull my heart out of my chest, stomp on it a little, and then just stick it right back in. He's done it before. Yay! Thank you so much, Disney Hyperion. You're the best! Want to eat some candy corn? Read some Magnus Chase? Again, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Feel that? Feel that coming from me to you? This is happiness and hunger.